Starting lineups. First, from our visitor, Ell-Saline, a 5'3" senior, number 3, Aaron Lang.
Hello everyone and welcome to the first home season game for the Ellenwood Eagles. Last week the Ellenwood Lady Eagles went on out to Fairfield for the Fairfield Invitational Tournament. In that tournament the Lady Eagles took second. They lost in the championship game to Otis Bison. Starters for Ellenwood are as follows: a 5'5" junior number 2 Ashton Klepper, a 5'7" junior Maya Maxwell, a 5'5" freshman Bella Baker, a 5'5" sophomore Mary Dimmitt, and a 5'7" junior Daphne Dole. For the Ell-Saline Lady Cardinals, they will start off with a 5'3" senior number 3 Aaron Lang, number 20 a 5'2" junior Reese Ditto, number 11 a 5'7" sophomore Rayleigh Kramer, number 25 a 5'8" junior Hannah Backus, and number 33 a 6-foot-tall senior Paige Vogue. Ellenwood is 4-1 on the season, looking to go 5-1 here in this one. On the men's side of things, they took first place in the championship game last week at Fairfield. They defeated Otis Bison by a very large margin. It is ugly sweater night here at Ellenwood. A lot of the home fans are dressed up for this one. The Ellenwood head coaches are Andrew Cherry and assistant Greg Maxwell. This is the first home game for the Lady Eagles. All their games so far have been away, those being at La Crosse and at the Fairfield tournament. So the Eagles looking to come out and take a victory for their first game at home. To jump for the Ell-Saline Lady Cardinals will be Paige Vogue, a 6-foot-tall senior, and for Ellenwood, number 21, Maya Maxwell. Vogue with the tip for the Ell-Saline Cardinals, and that's how this ball game will get started. Ditto now inside to Vogue. Vogue with it. Jump ball between Daphne Dole and Vogue will send it in possession of Ellenwood. For the Lady Eagles, Allison McReynolds is back in this one after suffering a concussion. She is not starting, but she will come off the bench. Klepper with it on the far side finds Dimmitt. Dimmitt sends it back up top to Maxwell. Maxwell pump fakes, drives, and takes a pull-up three. That one from her off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Lady Cardinals. Ditto with it. She will send the ball up the court to Lang. That one, sorry, not Lang, that was Kramer. That one for her, no good, but she was fouled in the process, and she'll head to the line for two. That foul will be against Ashton Klepper. That's her first personal first-team foul against the Eagles early in this first quarter. The first free throw from Kramer is good. That's her first point on the night, and the first point for the Ell-Saline Lady Cardinals. The second free throw from her, no good. She will have one more as she was fouled off of a three-point attempt. The final free throw from her is good, giving Kramer two on the night, and it will be Ellenwood Lady Eagle basketball. Baker with it at the top of the key. She'll send it over to the far side, and Klepper. Klepper will find Maxwell on the near side. Maxwell inside to Daphne Dole at the near side elbow. Daphne Dole will kick it out to Baker at the top of the key, who finds Klepper driving into the far side. She'll send it over to Mary Dimmitt. Dimmitt with it, guarded by Kramer, gets a screen from Dole. Dimmitt will send it back up top to Maxwell. Maxwell tries to heave one inside the paint to Dole. Dole comes up with it and puts it up for two. That one off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ell-Saline. Reese Ditto with the basketball, pushing it on this near side. She will send it over to Kramer. Kramer now sends it over to Backus. Back up top to Kramer. Kramer now finds Lang. Inside on the far side block for Backus. That one no good. And it will be Ellenwood Lady Eagle basketball. Maxwell will inbound. Ellenwood still scoreless with 6:40 left to go in the first quarter. Ell-Saline leads this one 2-0. Klepper with it, finds Dimmitt on the far side wing. Dimmitt gets a screen from Dole. Dimmitt traveled with it right at the free throw line, and that will give the ball right back to Ell-Saline. Lang will inbound for the Lady Cardinals, and she will inbound into Vogue. Now back over to Lang, now over to Backus. Backus back over to Lang, who sends it over to Vogue. Vogue finds Ditto driving it in the paint, where she finds a wide open Kramer. That one deflected by Maya Maxwell in the paint, as Ell-Saline will inbound underneath their own basket. Lang to inbound. She finds Vogue. Vogue now over to Ditto. Ditto finds Lang wide open in the far side corner. That one for her is good for three. That's her first basket of the night, and she's the Ell-Saline Lady Cardinals leading scorer. Ellenwood basketball. Dimmitt has it, finds Dole. Dole driving into the free throw line, tries to kick it out to Baker. That one in the hands of Maya Maxwell for a mid-range jumper. No good, off the left side of the rim, as the Lady Cardinals gain possession once again. Ellenwood with a full court press. Lang will inbound into Backus. Backus finds Kramer. Kramer tries to send it over to Ditto. That one's stolen by Dole on the far side block for two. No good, no foul, as it will be Ell-Saline basketball. Ditto with the basketball at the Ellenwood logo, finds Lang on the near side. Lang shall send it inside to Vogue. That one overthrown. Ellenwood Lady Eagle basketball. Dimmitt with it. We'll find Maxwell on the near side. Maxwell inside to Daphne Dole on the near side block. She'll try and put it up for two with lots of contact. Still no foul, and it will remain Lady Cardinal basketball. Up to Kramer on the far side. Kramer will send it out to Ditto. Ditto will take a deep three. She was a few feet behind the three-point line, and it showed there with the air ball. Ellenwood basketball. Maxwell with the inbound into Klepper. Klepper guarded by Ditto. She finds Baker at the free throw line. Back up top to Daphne Dole. Dole wide open, looking for an open teammate. She'll send it over to Klepper on the far side. Klepper finds Dimmitt at the top of the key. She'll take a turnaround three. That one for Mary Dimmitt is good. Her first basket of the night. And the first points for the Eagles. 4:55 left to go. The Lady Eagles still trail Ell-Saline 5-3. Steal there by Ashton Klepper of Ellenwood. Baker with it on the near side block. She'll put it up with the right hand. That one barely good off the top of the backboard. Still good nonetheless, and now we have a tie ball game. Lady Cardinal basketball. Lang with it now finds over to Backus. Backus now over to Lang. Lang now over to Vogue. Vogue will send it up to Ditto on the far side. Ditto picks up her dribble and sends it up top to Lang. Ellenwood in a 2-3 zone. Bella Baker and Ashton Klepper at the elbows. Maya Maxwell, Mary Dimmitt, and Daphne Dole are in the paint. Baker with it on the near side again. She got fouled as she went up with it. And she will head to the free throw line for two free throws. We'll see who this personal foul is on. It looks to be on Backus. That will be her first personal, first team foul against the Lady Cardinals. First free throw from Bella Baker is good, putting her at 3 on the night. Substitutions as Raleigh will come into the ball game, as well as Abby Frisbees. It looks like they will take the place of Vogue and what looks to be Lang. Raleigh with it now, sends it up top to Kramer. That one deflected by Mary Dimmitt, out of bounds, and it will be Ell-Saline basketball to throw in right by the scorers table. Brenna Raleigh and the Raleigh family used to live here in Ellenwood. That's if you know the Raleigh name from anywhere, if it sounds familiar. Frisbee's with the ball, sends it up to, there's actually another substitution. 24, Sadie Bradley comes into the ball game. 2 there from Kramer, no good. Rebounded Daphne Dole, as it's Ellenwood basketball again. Outlet up to Mary Dimmitt on the far side. She passes it to Baker. Baker with it, drives into the mid-range. Daphne Dole with it at the top of the key. Has it at the free throw line, finds Bella Baker on the near side. Baker will send it over to Klepper. Klepper, that one stolen by Kramer off the pass to Dimmitt. Kramer with a one-on-one situation. She'll take it into the lane for two. That one no good. Rebounded there by Backus, but that one was blocked by Maxwell. And Bradley will come up with the foul as Maya Maxwell was trying to go coast to coast on the fast break. The foul was on Bradley. That's her first personal. Two substitutions for Ell-Saline as Rainey Hardesty will come into the ball game, and Lang will come back into the ball game. Eagle basketball, Simpson with it on the near side. That one's almost stolen there by Hardesty, and it will be Ellenwood basketball to throw in on the near sideline. Inbound into Klepper, now over to Maxwell. Maxwell driving baseline. She'll put it up with the right hand. That one good for her. That's her first points on the night. Kramer with it. Now over to Lang. Lang sends it over to Hardesty. Now over the middle to Kramer. Kramer finds Lang on the far side. Lang driving into the paint, puts it up with the right hand. That one no good. Rebounded by Ell-Saline and Rowley. But that one's stolen by Daphne Dole. Dole will give the ball to Maxwell. Maxwell will send it up court to Klepper. Klepper with it. She got fouled, or she traveled with it. Looked like a foul from where I was sitting, but she traveled with it before she was fouled. Bella Baker will come back into the ball game and take the place of Ashton Klepper. It will be a Lady Cardinal basketball. The inbound is into Bradley. Bradley, that one tipped by Baker, recovered it, and now it is in the hands of Kramer. Kramer sends it up there to Rowley on the far side. Rowley looking for an open teammate, finds it in Hardesty. Hardesty sends it over to Kramer. Kramer will pull up and take a three of her own. That one off the mark, no good. Rebound, Bella Baker. Bella Baker pushing the fast break for Ellenwood on the near side. She sends it back up to Maya Maxwell. Maxwell driving baseline with the right-handed layup. That one's good for her, putting her as the leading scorer for Ellenwood in this first quarter at 4. Inbound is into Lang. Lang on the near side sends it over to Bradley. Bradley will send it over to Rowley. Rowley now into Hardesty. Hardesty on the far side. Sends it back up top to Rowley. Rowley guarded by Brittany Simpson. Now Lang with it on the near side. Lang sent it over to Hardesty. Cross-court pass over to Kramer on the near side. Kramer driving baseline, picks up her dribble, sends it back out to Lang. Lang now up top to Hardesty. Tries to send it into Bradley. The ball's on the floor, and it's in the hands of Daphne Dole. Dole now finds Baker. Baker driving to the near side baseline. Near side block. That one's good for her. Bella Baker with 5 on the night with 1:38 left to go in the first quarter. Ellenwood leads 13-5. Ell-Saline will take their first timeout of the ball game in the first quarter. They are trailing 5-13 with 1:38 left to go. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network. Rowley used to be the high school principal at Ellenwood, and he went down to Udall to become the high school principal there. Now this is his second year in Ell-Saline as superintendent. Last year, Ellenwood took the travel down to Ell-Saline to play. Has a very nice facility, so it was kind of a reunion from Ellenwood to Rowley last year. Lady Cardinal basketball. Lang will throw in. The 5 on the floor for the Lady Cardinals are Lang, Hardesty, Kramer, Rowley, and Bradley. The inbound is into Bradley on the near side. Sends it over to Hardesty. Hardesty now over to Lang. Lang cross-court over to Rowley. Rowley back to Lang. Lang over to Bradley on the near side. Bradley will send it into Hardesty on the near side wing. Guarded by Klepper. Finds Bradley on the near side block. She'll put it up for 2. No good. Rebound ends up in the hands of Hardesty. Hardesty cross-court pass. Now up top to Rowley. Rowley finds Hardesty. Hardesty over to Lang. Lang over to Kramer. She'll take a jump shot of her own. That one's good for her for 3. She has 5 on the night. Ellenwood basketball. Baker wide open on the far side. Sends it into Daphne Dole. Daphne Dole in the lane. Tries to send it over to Brittany Simpson, but she was fouled with it. See who that personal foul is on. That one looks to be on number 23, Hardesty. It's her first personal third-team foul against Ell-Saline. A plethora of substitutions for Ell-Saline as Vog will come back in, Backus will come back in, and Ditto will come back in. Simpson with it on the far side baseline. She'll send it back up top to Maxwell. Maxwell with a deep three. That one from her is good. Maxwell with 7 on the night. Something we saw a lot in the Fairfield tournament is that any defense that played Ellenwood, they would have one person in constant man-to-man coverage against Maxwell, and the remaining players would be in their zone defense, either that being a 2-3 or a 3-2. But so far in this one, that not being the case here with Ell-Saline. 33 seconds and counting. Ellenwood leads 16-18. Maxwell with it on the near side elbow, sends it up to Baker. Baker now over to Simpson. Simpson picks up her dribble, sends it to Baker, who sends it to Maxwell for another three. Back-to-back threes, no good. Rebound, Klepper. Klepper on the near side block, puts it up for 2. She was blocked, saved it, and it's in the hands of Vog. Ditto with a basketball for Ell-Saline. Met by the Ellenwood 2-3 zone. She'll send it over to Kramer. Kramer finds Backus driving baseline. She picks up her dribble and sends it to the top of the key, and Lang will take a three-pointer. That one no good off the backboard. And with that, at the end of the first quarter, your Ellenwood Eagles lead Ell-Saline by a score of 16-8. I'm Caleb Bookout, and you're listening to the Eagle Sports Network. For Ellenwood, Allison McReynolds will check into the ballgame for Daphne Dole, and Mary Dimmitt will check into the ballgame for Bella Baker. It will be Ell-Saline basketball. The inbound is into Ditto. Ditto sends it over to Hardesty. Hardesty with it. Brings it back over to the near side, and Ditto. Ditto sends it back to Hardesty, who sends it over to Backus. Backus guarded by Simpson, driving to the far corner. Still in the far corner, sends it back over to Hardesty. Hardesty cross-court pass over to Lang. Lang pump fakes, drives to the near side corner, finds it inside to Vog. Vog on the near side block. That one is a jump ball between her and Maxwell, and it will go in favor of the Eagles. Ellenwood basketball, Klepper with it on the far side over to Simpson. Simpson back up top to Klepper. Klepper on the free throw line finds Maxwell on the near side. Maxwell driving into the paint, take a shot at the near side elbow. She got fouled in the process, and she will head to the line for 2. The foul looks to be on Lang, her first personal fourth-team foul against the Lady Cardinals. First free throw from Maxwell is no good. Maxwell has a 7 on the night, and she is the Eagles' leading scorer. Second free throw from Maxwell is good, putting her at 8 on the night. As a substitution will come in, as a number 2, Abby Frisbees will come into the ballgame, and she'll take the place of Lang. Ellenwood leads 17-8 with 7:20 left to go in the first half. The inbound's into Vog. Vog now over to Frisbees. Frisbees now over to Backus. Backus on the near side sends it back over to Frisbees, who sends it over to Vog. Vog intended there for Hardesty. That one overthrown, and it will roll out of bounds. Ellenwood Lady Eagle basketball. Maxwell with the inbound into Klepper, and she's bringing it past half court, guarded by Ditto. Klepper will take it over and find Simpson on the far side. Simpson gets a screen from McReynolds, now up top to Dimmitt. Dimmitt with it, drives it to the far side where she finds Klepper. Klepper driving baseline, sends it back up top to Dimmitt. Dimmitt cross-court pass over to Simpson. Simpson driving into the lane with the right hand. She traveled with it, and it will be a Lady Cardinal basketball. Ell-Saline basketball, Frisbees to throw the ball in, and she will into Ditto. Ditto with it, sends it over to Frisbees. Frisbees traveled with it past half court, and it will result in a turnover. Ellenwood basketball, Maxwell to throw in right in front of the Ellenwood home section. Klepper with it now on the far side, finds Simpson. Simpson back up top to Klepper. Sorry, to Maxwell. Maxwell driving on the far side block. She got fouled on her way up, and she'll head to the free throw line for two. The foul is against Abby Frisbees, her first personal fifth-team foul. So far, the Lady Cardinals are 1-4 on the season. Maya Maxwell with the first free throw is good. Another plethora of substitutions as Lang, Bradley, Rowley, and Kramer will come into the ball game, taking the place of Frisbees, Ditto, Vogue, and Backus. Second free throw from Maxwell is no good off the front iron. Ell-Saline basketball. Ball in the hands of Lang. Lang sends it over to Kramer. Kramer finds Rowley on the far side corner, back up to Hardesty. Hardesty into Bradley. Bradley out to Lang. Lang driving on the near side elbow, finds Rowley for a mid-range jumper. That one from her is good. That's her first basket on the night. Ellenwood basketball. Dimmitt with it on the far side, sends it back up top to Klepper. Klepper now over to McReynolds. McReynolds with the basketball, finds Maxwell. Maxwell driving, tried to send it out there to Simpson. She ended up with it. Now up top to Klepper. Klepper driving on the far side block with a finger roll layup, no good. Rebound McReynolds. McReynolds will put it up for two, no good. Rebounded by Simpson. Simpson will put it up for two, no good. This time an Ell-Saline rebound in a Rowley. Rowley will bring the ball up the floor for the Lady Cardinals, sends it over to Hardesty. Hardesty traveled with it after being guarded closely by Klepper, and it will be Ellenwood basketball. Bella Baker and Daphne Dole will check into the ball game, taking the place of Brittany Simpson and Allison McReynolds. Bella Baker set to inbound right in front of the Ellenwood bench. She will be inbounding it into Klepper. Klepper with the basketball. Takes it over to Dole on the far side. Dole finds a wide open Maxwell in the paint. Power steps to the far side block, and she got fouled putting it up for two. She will take her third trip to the line in this first half alone. That foul will be on Kramer. Her first personal six-team foul against the Lady Cardinals, and Maxwell will head to the line once again. First one from her is good, putting her at 10 points on the night so far. The first player in this one to reach double digits on either side. Second free throw off the mark, no good. Rebound Rowley. Ell-Saline basketball. Hardesty will send it up the court to Kramer on the far side. Kramer with it. Finds Rowley on the far side corner. Rowley now over to Hardesty. Hardesty up top to Lang. Lang, cross-court pass over to Kramer. Kramer to Rowley, who's on the near side corner now. Finds Lang. Lang thought about shooting it. He'll send it back up top to Hardesty. Hardesty into the paint to Bradley. Bradley now to Lang. Lang now over to Rowley. Rowley now over to Bradley. That one's stolen by Daphne Dole. Dole up the court to Dimmitt. Dimmitt, that one almost stolen there by Kramer, which it is, and it will be Ell-Saline basketball. Hardesty with it now, sends it up the court to Kramer. Kramer with it, driving baseline, guarded by Dimmitt. She'll send it up top to Lang. Lang inside to Bradley on the far side elbow. That one is on the floor, almost stolen. It's a fight for the basketball on the ground, and they will call a jump ball going in favor of Ell-Saline. Checking into the game for the Lady Cardinals will be Ditto and Backus. They will take the place of Bradley and Hardesty. Ell-Saline basketball underneath their own basket, set to inbound. The inbound is into Kramer, will take a mid-range shot. No good. Rebound, Dimmitt of Ellenwood. 4:36 and counting left to go in this first half. Ellenwood leads by 9, 19-10. Ellenwood basketball underneath their own basket. Maxwell to inbound. She will inbound it into Baker. Baker with the basketball finds Klepper, who finds Maxwell on the near side. Maxwell picks up her dribble, sends it to Klepper. Klepper over to Baker. Baker wide open for three. She'll take that, no good. Rebound Lang by Ell-Saline. Ditto with the basketball. She'll send it over to Lang. Lang with it finds Rally. Rally there intended there for Lang. That one deflected by Maxwell. And it will be Ell-Saline basketball underneath their own basket. Allison McReynolds will check into the ball game and take the place of Mary Dimmitt. Ellenwood still in a 2-3 zone. Ashton Klepper and Bella Baker at the top. Daphne Dole, Maya Maxwell, and Allison McReynolds at the bottom of the 2-3 zone. Kramer with it on the near side. Sends it inside to Backus. Backus now over to Rally. Rally now intended there for Ditto. Off the hands of Klepper. A shot opportunity there from Backus, no good. Ellenwood basketball in the fast break. Klepper with it on the far side. She'll put it up for two, no good. Rebounded by McReynolds. She'll put it up for two with contact. Also no good, but she'll head to the charity stripe for two. See who this personal foul is on. It'll be the 7th team foul against the Lady Cardinals. That one against Backus. It's her second personal. Ell-Saline's 7th team foul. First free throw from McReynolds is good. That's her first point since the first week at La Crosse. The second free throw from McReynolds off the back iron, no good. Rebounded there by Ell-Saline. Ditto with it on the far side. She'll find Backus. Backus with it at the top of the key, sends it over to Lang on the near side. Lang back to Backus. Backus now over to Kramer. Kramer finds Ditto, almost stolen by Dole on the far side corner. Dole inside to Kramer. Kramer takes a mid-range jump shot off the glass. That one's good for her, putting Kramer at 7 on the night. The Ell-Saline's Lady Cardinals leading scorer. Maya Maxwell heading coast to coast on the near side block. That one's good for her. I can already tell she's going to have a big night. She already has 12 so far in the first half alone. 3:15 left to go in this first half. Ellen with a commanding 22-12 lead here in the Lady Eagles' first home game on this Tuesday night. That one's stolen by Ellenwood. Maxwell up to Klepper, who's wide open. Klepper for two with the left hand, no good. As it will be Ell-Saline basketball. The foul will be what looked to be against Klepper. They're going to call it against Baker. That's her first personal second team foul against Ellenwood. Frisbees and Vogue will check into the ball game, taking the place of Lang and Rally. Frisbees to inbound. She will inbound into Backus. Backus with it over the middle to Kramer. Kramer finds Vogue, who will break the full court press, gives it to Frisbees. Frisbees finds Backus on the near side. Backus inside to Vogue. Vogue lost control of it. On the floor, it's in the hands of Backus. Backus will take it herself over to the near side to Kramer. Kramer finds Frisbees. That one to Backus. Double dribble there against Backus, and it will be Ellenwood basketball. Baker will inbound right in front of the student section of Ellenwood. Klepper with it. Send it inside to McReynolds. McReynolds at the free throw line, looking for an open teammate, finds it in Baker. Baker finds Maxwell on the far side. Maxwell driving baseline for two. That one's good for her with contact, putting Maya Maxwell at 14 so far, and we haven't even reached the halfway mark yet. Inbound into Backus, now back over to Kramer. Kramer sends it over to Vogue. Vogue cross-court pass to Backus on the near side. Backus will find Ditto. Ditto on the near side wing, back to Backus, now over to Kramer at the top of the key, sends it over to Frisbees. Frisbees now over to Backus. Backus now over to Ditto on the near side. Ditto finds Vogue on the near side elbow, who lost it off of the shoelaces. Now it's in the hands of Ellenwood. Baker with it in the lane. She'll put it up for two with contact. That one's no good, but she will head to the free throw line for two. See who is responsible for the foul. That one will be against Ditto. That's her first personal 8th team foul against Ell-Saline. And Ellenwood will be in the bonus for the last minute 52 in the first half. The first free throw was missed by Bella Baker. Second one also missed off the backboard, as Ell-Saline will regain possession of the basketball. Inbound from Kramer into Vogue. Vogue back to Kramer. Kramer now over to Backus. Backus sends it back to Kramer, who sends it over to Vogue on the far side. Vogue finds Frisbees on the far side, guarded by McReynolds. She's in the far corner. Now over to Vogue. Vogue now over to Backus. Now Backus with it at the top of the key. She finds Kramer on the near side. Kramer with the basketball, cross-court pass over to Vog. Vog easily the tallest one on the court, and obviously not the best shooter on the court as well. Ellenwood basketball. McReynolds with it on the far side, gives it to Maxwell. Maxwell driving, she'll take a step back deep two. That one no good. A rebound by Daphne Dole. Daphne Dole puts it back over two, no good. Rebounded this time by the Lady Cardinals. Another foul on Ellenwood. That one looked to be against Bella Baker, which it will be her second personal, third team foul against the Lady Eagles. 3 substitutions as Raleigh will come in, Bradley will come in, and Hardetsky will come in. They will take the place of Vog, Ditto, and Backus. Set to inbound will be Kramer. Kramer will inbound into Bradley. Bradley will send it back over to Kramer, sends it over to Raleigh on the near side. Raleigh with it will send it back over to Kramer. Kramer with it will send it over to Bradley. Bradley up court to Frisbees. That one deflected by McReynolds out of bounds right next to the Ellenwood bench. 59 seconds left to go here in this first half. Ellenwood still leads 24-12. Brittany Simpson will check into the ball game for the Lady Eagles, and she'll take the place of Bella Baker. Kramer set to inbound. She will in to Hardesty. Hardesty now over to Kramer on the far side. Kramer traveled with it. Sorry, she didn't travel with it. She was fouled at the far side elbow. That one against Klepper, her second personal, fourth team foul against the Lady Eagles. Mary Dimmitt will check into the ball game, and she'll take the place of Klepper. Once again, Ell-Saline will inbound right in front of the Ellenwood bench. Kramer to throw the ball in. She will to Raleigh. Raleigh will just give it right back to Kramer. Kramer finds Bradley in the far side short corner for two. Over the mark, no good. Rebounded by Maxwell. Maxwell pushing the fast break for Ellenwood by herself, taking it on the far side. She carried it. A carry call from the referee on the near side, and it will be Ell-Saline basketball. Raleigh set to inbound. She will inbound into Kramer. Kramer with it back over to Raleigh. Raleigh now over to Bradley. Bradley with it. Send it back over to Raleigh. Raleigh now over to Kramer. Kramer there tried to throw it into Frisbees. That one deflected off the fingertips of Maxwell. Still 35 seconds left. Kramer set to throw the ball in. She will inbound it into Frisbees. Frisbees will find Hardesty. Hardesty will find Kramer wide open on the near side corner. That one barely hit the net, no good. Rebound Ellenwood. Daphne Dole with it. A jump ball between her and Frisbees. It will go in favor of Ellenwood. 23 seconds exactly remain here in this one. Maxwell set to inbound. She'll inbound into Simpson. Simpson will give it right back. Eagles looking to find a way to score with 20 seconds left. Maxwell with it. Finds McReynolds at the free throw line. McReynolds backing down Bradley. Going to call a foul there, or a jump ball in the paint. And this time it will be in favor of Ell-Saline. Inbound from Ell-Saline. Bradley now over to Kramer. Kramer now over to Raleigh. Raleigh there intended there for Frisbee, stolen by McReynolds. Maxwell with it will find a wide open Mary Dimmitt on the far side, blocked for two. That one for Mary Dimmitt's good, putting her at 5 on the night. A full court heave that was very shallow. And at the end of the first half, your Ellenwood Eagles lead the Ell-Saline Lady Cardinals 26-12. And I'm going to take a little bit of a break and go play in the band. But I am Caleb Bookout, and you're listening to the Eagle Sports Network. Hello, everyone, and welcome back here. Third quarter about to get underway. Ellenwood still leads 26-12. Scoring rise for Ellenwood. Maya Maxwell has 14. Bella Baker has 5. Mary Dimmitt has 5. And Allison McReynolds has 1. For Ell-Saline, Lang has 3. Kramer has 7. And Raleigh has 2. The second half just about to get underway. Ellenwood will throw the ball in first, as Ellenwood will start off with it in the third, and Ell-Saline will start off with it in the fourth. The 5 on the floor for Ell-Saline are Lang, Ditto, Vog, Kramer, and Backus. And for Ellenwood, Maxwell, Klepper, Dimmitt, Dole, and Baker. Klepper inside to Baker on the near elbow, finds it up top to Dole. Dole with it, sends it over to Maxwell. Maxwell driving on the near block. She lost control of it. Ell-Saline will let it roll out of bounds, but it will stay with Ellenwood. Maxwell will inbound right in front of the Ellenwood student section. She will inbound into Baker. Baker on the near side elbow, almost lost control of it. On the floor with Klepper and Ditto. They're fighting for it, and it will be a foul against Ellenwood. Sorry, not a foul. It will just be Ell-Saline basketball. Ditto with it at the top of the key. Tries to send it over to Kramer. That one's stolen by Klepper. Klepper threw it off the shin of Ditto, and it rolled out of bounds, so Ellenwood will remain possession. Baker will inbound into Klepper. Klepper with it will send it inside to Dole. Dole on the far side elbow will send it up top to Maxwell. Maxwell driving into the free throw line. Almost lost control of it. Picked it up and missed her shot. Dole was able to try and save it, but it will still be Ell-Saline basketball. Lang will throw in. She will inbound into Backus. Backus back over to Lang. Lang now over to Vog on the near side. Vog with it will send it back over to Lang. Lang into Kramer, on the far side. Kramer got it stolen by Daphne Dole. Dole pushing the fast break. She'll send it up top to Baker. Baker trying to regain possession of the basketball. That one will fall all the way out of bounds, but stay with the Eagles. Maxwell will inbound right next to the Ellenwood cheerleaders. She will inbound into Klepper. Klepper with it will send it up top to Baker. Baker now over to Maxwell. Maxwell pump fakes, sends it back over to Baker at the three-point line. That one's good for her, putting her at 8 on the night. And she's the Eagles' second leading scorer. Kramer with it. She'll send it over to Backus. Backus now over to Kramer. Kramer now over to Vog. Vog inside to Ditto. Ditto with a wide open paint. She'll put it up with the left hand. She got fouled on her way up. Basket is no good, and she'll head to the free throw line for 2. Daphne Dole with her first personal on the night. First team foul in this second half. Ditto will head to the line for Ell-Saline. First free throw, no good. She still is scoreless here in this one. Looking for her first point opportunity with this second free throw. That one from her off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Ashton Klepper of Ellenwood. Ashton Klepper tried to put it back up on Ell-Saline's goal, but luckily she missed, and it will be Ellenwood basketball. Klepper with it now on the far side. Mid-range jump shot from her, no good. Rebounded by Ell-Saline. Ditto with the basketball, pushing it on the far side. She finds a wide open Lang. Lang into Kramer on the far side block. Tried to send it back out to Lang in the far side corner. That one off the leg of Bella Baker. Looks to be a timeout taken by Ellenwood. Their first timeout in the third quarter. Ellenwood still leads 29-12 with 6:24 left to go in the third. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. It will be Ell-Saline basketball to inbound. Inbounding will be Lang. And she will inbound underneath her own basket. Lang will throw into Kramer on the far side. Block back over to Lang in the far corner. That one good for her. That will be Lang's second basket, putting her at 6 on the night. Ellenwood basketball. Maya Maxwell with it looking to shoot. Now sends it over to Simpson. Simpson with it, sends it up top to Maxwell. Maxwell driving, takes a step back three at the top of the key. That one off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Ell-Saline. Vogue with it. Sends it over to Ditto. Ditto with it on the near side for the Lady Cardinals. Finds Kramer. Kramer back up top to Ditto. Ditto now over to Lang at the top of the key, who finds Backus on the far side three-point line over to Kramer. Kramer with it now over to Ditto. Ditto finds Lang. Lang finds Backus for a deep shot. That one for her, barely no good. Rebounded by Kramer. She was fouled on her way back up with the defensive putback. See who this foul is on. It looks to be on Daphne Dole. That's her second personal, second team foul against the Eagles. And Kramer will head to the line. She already has 7 on the night. First free throw from her clanks off the front of the rim, no good. 2 substitutions for Ellenwood as Ashton Klepper and Allison McReynolds will check into the ballgame, taking the place of Daphne Dole and Brittany Simpson. Kramer at the line for her second free throw. That one from her barely falls in good, putting her at 8 on the night so far. Ellenwood still leads 29-16 with 5:35 left to go in the third quarter. Klepper with it, sends it over to Maxwell. Maxwell guarded by Lang. Maxwell will bring it back to the top of the key. Take it over to Baker on the far side. Baker driving baseline. She finds Klepper on the near side for a mid-range shot. That one from her, no good, short, as it will be a Lady Cardinal basketball. Ditto with it. She'll bring it past half court and send it over to Lang. Lang thought about taking a shot. She decided against it, and she'll send it over to Backus on the far side corner. Backus cross-court pass up to Kramer. She'll take a three of her own. That one no good. Rebounded by Backus. She got fouled back on her way up from gaining the offensive board. That foul looks to be on Maya Maxwell. That's her first personal, first team against the Eagles. Her team's third, in this third quarter. First free throw from her clanks off the back iron, no good. Backus on the night, still scoreless here in this third, looking to put her first points up on the board. That one also no good. Rebounded by herself. She puts it back up for 2, no good. Rebound Vogue of Ell-Saline. That one ripped away by Bella Baker of Ellenwood. Baker pushing the fast break, a 1-on-3 situation. She was fouled with it there by Lang. That will be Lang's second personal. Team's first team foul here in this second half. Inbound is into Dimmitt. Dimmitt with it now. Send it up to the top of the key and Klepper. Klepper with the basketball guarded closely by Ditto. Sends it over to Baker. Baker guarded by Backus. Sends it back over to Klepper. Klepper taking it over to the far side. At the top of the key, she'll recall out a play. She gets a screen from McReynolds, driving it to the far side where she finds Maxwell. Maxwell lost control of it in the hands of Ell-Saline off of the steal by Lang. In the hands of Ditto. Ditto pushing the fast break on the far side. Finds Vogue. Vogue driving in, sends it over to Backus on the far side. That shot from her, no good. Rebound Kramer. Kramer puts it up for 2. That one for no good. Fight for the rebound in the hands of Lang of Ell-Saline. Now over to Ditto. Ditto for a deep 3. That one from her, no good. Eagles desperately need a rebound, which they will get, and Mary Dimmitt. Dimmitt pushing the fast break for the Eagles, sends it over to Maxwell. Maxwell will pull up and take a 3 from a few feet beyond the three-point arc. She'll get it. She's at 17 in this third. The give to Kramer, back to Ditto. Ditto trying to break the full court press applied by Ellenwood. Kramer will throw it over to Vogue. That one almost stolen by Allison McReynolds as it bounced to be Frisbees, Bradley, Rowley, and Hardesty. And for Ellenwood, coming into the ballgame will be Brittany Simpson and Daphne Dole. Ell-Saline basketball. Bradley with it on the near side. I'll send it over to Hardesty. Now over to Rowley on the near side corner where she finds Bradley for 2. That one off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Ellenwood. Simpson pushing the fast break. She'll send it up top to Dimmitt. Dimmitt driving into the lane. That one's stolen there by Bradley. They'll call a jump ball. That one will stay in favor of Ellenwood. Klepper will inbound. She'll throw into Dole. Dole send it over to Simpson. Simpson on the near side three-point line, driving baseline, met by three Lady Cardinal players. A 3 seconds in the lane call against Ellenwood. It will be in favor of the Lady Cardinals. 3:29 left to go in the third. Ellenwood still leads 32-16. Bradley with it sends it over to Bradley. Bradley sends it into Hardesty. Hardesty trying to go over to Frisbees. That one's stolen by Dole. Dole all by herself with a wide open lane. Puts it up for two. That one good for her. That's Daphne's first points on the night, giving her two. Bradley with it, pushes it up court to Frisbees. Frisbee with it now over to Kramer. Kramer sends it to Bradley. Bradley escapes the trap, sends it to Raleigh. Raleigh will take a three of her own. That one's good for her. Raleigh's made a name for herself, not in this one, but in her high school career as being a deadly shooter from three if you give her the chance. McReynolds with it over to Klepper. Klepper with the basketball guarded by Frisbees. Now over to Dimmitt. Dimmitt at the top of the key will drive into the paint. Lost control of it in the hands of Raleigh. Raleigh will keep it herself and bring the ball up the court on the far side. Sends it over to Bradley. Bradley now over to Kramer. Kramer met by Dimmitt. Kramer driving baseline. She'll put it up for two. That one no good. Rebound Bradley. She'll put it up for two. That one's good for her. Her first basket of the night as well. Ellenwood basketball. Simpson with it on the near side. Simpson keeps trying to find an open teammate. Lost control of it. She got fouled on the near side. The foul looks to be on Hardesty. That's her second personal, second team foul against Ell-Saline. Maxwell will inbound underneath Ellenwood's own basket right next to the Ellenwood cheerleaders. Another substitution as for Ellenwood, Bella Baker will come into the game and take the place of Brittany Simpson. 2:15 left in the third. Ellenwood with a 13-point lead over the Lady Cardinals, 34-21. Dole now will send it over to Klepper. Klepper sends it over to Baker. Baker driving towards the far side block, lost control of it. Tried to dive for the ground as it's in the hands of Ellenwood still. Maya Maxwell with it. She'll drive on this near side. Picks up her dribble, sends it over to Klepper at the top of the key. Klepper will slow things down, send it into Dole. Dole, that one a jump ball between her and Kramer. It will go in favor of Ell-Saline. Kramer will inbound. The inbound is into Bradley. Bradley now over to Kramer. Kramer now over to Raleigh. Raleigh with it, sends it back to Kramer, sends it over to Bradley on the near side. Bradley sends it into Frisbees on the near side. Wide open paint for her. She puts it up for two. She got fouled on her way up. That one will be against Daphne Dole. 5, my number's right. That's her third personal.
Foul number 33, Daphne Dole, her third.
It is her third personal, fourth team foul against the Eagles. Frisbees will head to the free throw line. First one from her clanks in and out, no good. Frisbees on the night hasn't recorded any points so far. Looking to pick up her first point on this second free throw attempt. That one from her also no good, rebounded by Dole. Dole with it, pushing the fast break for Ellenwood. She'll take it into the paint herself with the right hand with contact. That one's good for her. Tough layup, but she was able to get it to go. Dole with 4 on the night. Raleigh with it now, sends it over to Kramer. Kramer back over to Raleigh. Raleigh now over to Bradley on the near side. Bradley now over to Raleigh. Timeout taken by Ell-Saline with 1:23 left to go in the third quarter. Ellenwood leads by a score of 36-21. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network. Both teams back from the timeout. Ell-Saline will inbound. Bradley with it now over to Kramer. Kramer up top over to Hardesty. Hardesty now over to Frisbees. Frisbees inside to Bradley on the near side elbow, sends it out to Raleigh. Raleigh driving baseline. She traveled with it inside of the paint, trying to find an open teammate. As it will be Ellenwood basketball. 1:12 left in the third. Ellenwood basketball. The inbounds into Klepper. Klepper with it. She'll send it over to Maxwell on the near side. Maxwell with it. She'll take a three for herself. That one off the left side of the rim. No good. As Hardesty came up with the rebound, but she was fouled immediately by Baker. Her third personal 15 foul against the Eagles in this third quarter. Inbound from Kramer into Bradley. Bradley now back over to Kramer. Kramer over to Raleigh. Raleigh into Hardesty. Hardesty trapped by Baker and Dimmitt. Sends it over to Raleigh. Raleigh finds Kramer. Kramer finds Bradley. Bradley finds Frisbees on the near side. Frisbees now over to Kramer. That one in between her legs. She'll pick it up for a backcourt violation, and it will be Ellenwood basketball. Simpson will check into the ball game and take the place of Bella Baker. Just 41 seconds left here in this one. Klepper with it now, guarded by Kramer. Gets a screen from McReynolds. Kramer now over to Maxwell. Maxwell driving baseline. She'll put it up for two. That one barely no good. Fight for the rebound will go in favor of Ell-Saline. Maxwell's had herself a night so far with 17 points so far in this one. Brittany Simpson's first personal foul. It will be a Lady Cardinal basketball. Raleigh with it, sends it over to Kramer. Kramer over to Bradley. Bradley into Frisbees. That one tipped off the fingertips of Allison McReynolds. And then off the hands of Frisbees. And it will be Eagle basketball with 26 seconds left to go in the third. Klepper with the basketball, guarded closely by Kramer. Klepper will take it over to the far side where she finds Dimmitt. Dimmitt will bring it back up top to McReynolds. McReynolds gets a screen from Dimmitt, taking it over to the far side, and Simpson. Simpson's driving into the free throw line, kicks it over to Maxwell. Maxwell driving baseline. She'll pick it up and put it up for two. She was fouled on the floor before she could get her shot up. We'll see who that personal foul is on. The foul is against Abby Frisbees, her second personal, third team against the Lady Cardinals. 5 seconds left. The inbounds into Simpson. Simpson kicks it over to Klepper. Klepper needs to put a shot up. She finds Maxwell. Maxwell trying to put a shot up. She cannot in time. And at the end of the third quarter, your Ellenwood Lady Eagles lead Ell-Saline by a score of 36-21. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network. Both teams back from their timeouts. Baker will inbound into Klepper. Inbound is into Klepper. Klepper with it at half court, guarded by Ditto. Taking it over to Dimmitt on the far side. Dimmitt gets a screen from Dole. Dimmitt finds Maxwell. Maxwell guarded by Lang. Maxwell will find Dole. Dole driving into the paint. She was fouled there. See who the personal foul is on. The foul is against Vog. That's her first personal, fourth team foul. Ell-Saline basketball. Ditto with it, now over to Lang. Lang pump fakes, sends it over to Rally on the far side corner. Now back up top to Ditto. Ditto finds Lang. Lang on the near side for a three. That one off the right side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Klepper. Ellenwood basketball. Klepper will send it over to Baker. Baker with it, cross-court pass to Mary Dimmitt, wide open for a two. That one from her is good, putting her at 7 on the night. The Eagles' third leading scorer. The inbound is into Vog. Vog with it now over to Lang. Lang will send it over to Backus. Backus now over to Lang. Lang over to Vog. Vog inside to Rally. Rally will break the full court press. Send it on the far side baseline. Now over to Backus. Backus driving into the lane. She'll put it up for two with the right hand. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Bella Baker. Baker lost it off of her foot in the hands of Backus. Backus sends it over to Ditto. Ditto over to Vog. Vog up top to Backus. Backus over to Ditto. As Ell-Saline has control of the basketball. Rally with it on the far side. Rally still find someone. She finds Backus for a turnaround jump shot. That one no good. Rebounded by Mary Dimmitt. 6:21 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ellenwood leads 38-21. Maxwell will take a three of her own. That one good for her, putting her at 20 points on the night. Easily the Eagles' leading scorer in this one. She almost has the amount of points as the whole Ell-Saline roster. Back is now over to Rally. Rally over to Vog on the near side. Ell-Saline trying to break the full court press. Rally will send it up to Ditto, who's wide open in the paint for a left-handed layup. That one rolls in for Ditto, picking up her first points in the night. Better late than ever. Maxwell with it now. Hop step sends it over to Klepper. Klepper at the top of the key finds Baker. Baker driving into the paint with her left hand. Kicks it out to Ashton. Klepper who's wide open. Her foot on the line. Outshot, no good. Rally will inbound into Ditto. Ditto now over to Lang. Lang with the basketball. She'll find Vog. Vog will put it up for two. That one way off the mark, no good. And it will be Ellenwood basketball. Dimmitt will inbound into Klepper. Klepper guarded by Ditto. Crossover there on Ditto. Klepper will take a shot of her own. That one no good. Rebounded by Lang. Lang over to Ditto on the far sideline. He'll send it over to Rally. Rally up top to Ditto. Ditto now over to Lang, who's at the top of the key. Finds Ditto. Now back over to the far side and Rally. Ditto on the far side, block near the paint. He'll send it over to Rally for a shot. That one soars in off the backboard, putting Rally at 7 on the night. Simpson with it on the near side finds Dimmitt. 5 steps behind the three-point arc. Sends it over to Simpson. Simpson now over to Dole. Dole met up by the 6-foot-tall Vog. Dole got fouled by Vog. That's her second personal foul. 5th team foul against the Cardinals. 4 substitutions for Ell-Saline as Lang, Vog, Backus, and Rally will come out. Taking their spots are Frisbee, Hardesty, Bradley, and Kramer. Klepper will send it over to McReynolds. McReynolds guarded closely by Bradley, now over to Dole. Dole with it will find Klepper. Klepper now over to Simpson at the top of the key. She traveled with it, trying to drive it into the paint. That will be a turnover against Ellenwood. Bella Baker will check into the ball game and take the place of Daphne Dole. 4:29 left to go in the fourth. Ellenwood leads 41-25. Ditto with the ball, guarded by Klepper. She'll bring it past half court with a bounce pass over to Hardesty. Hardesty cross-court pass over to Frisbees. Frisbees finds Kramer for a shot from the 3. That one no good as Bradley tried to go up for a rebound. That foul looks to be on Allison McReynolds as she tried to reach over Bradley to grab the rebound. The foul will actually be on Frisbees, her 3rd personal against Ell-Saline, their 6th team foul. The inbound from Maxwell into Klepper. Klepper guarded closely, sends it up to Simpson, who breaks the full court press. That one intended there for McReynolds, stolen by Ditto, as Lady Cardinals will regain possession of the ball. Kramer with it now inside to Bradley. Bradley up top to Frisbees. Frisbees over to Kramer for a three. That one barely nicks off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound Ellenwood. Maya Maxwell with it up the court. She traveled with it, trying to find Simpson on the far side of the paint. Turnover once again. Kramer will inbound into Ditto. Now over to Frisbees. Frisbees tried to throw it there into Bradley, who's on the far side elbow. That one's stolen by Ellenwood. Bella Baker with it past half court, driving into the paint. Sends it over to Klepper. Klepper finds a wide open Maya Maxwell for three. That one for her is good. Maya has 23 on the night. A huge night from her shooting-wise behind the three-point line and at the foul line. Ell-Saline basketball. Frisbees with it, finds Kramer. Kramer driving for a mid-range jump shot off the left side of the rim, no good. Rebound Bella Baker. Baker will send it past half court up to Simpson. Simpson finds Klepper next to the lane. She'll put it up off the glass for two. Ashton Klepper has two. Ellenwood with the timeout with 3:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ellenwood leads 46-25. You're listening to the Eagle Sports Network. Both teams back from timeout. Raleigh will inbound into Kramer and give it back to Raleigh as there's just about 3 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Kramer finds Bradley on the near corner. Cross-court pass over there to Backus, stolen by Simpson, and it will be Eagle basketball. Klepper finds Baker on the near side, driving into the paint, lost control of it in the air, picked up by Bradley of Ell-Saline. Pass to Lang. Lang will send it over to Raleigh. That one's stolen by Ashton Klepper, but she lost control of it out of bounds, and it will be Lady Cardinal basketball. Inbound into Lang. Lang with it will send it over to Kramer. Kramer with it on the near corner. Drives baseline. Tries to send it over to Raleigh. That one off the hands of Maya Maxwell, right underneath Ell-Saline's basket as Kramer is set to inbound. Kramer with it will inbound into Raleigh. Raleigh now up top to Lang. Lang driving in for a mid-range shot at the far side elbow off the back of the rim. No good. Fight for the rebound. Ends up in the hands of Ashton Klepper of Ellenwood. She'll bring it past half court for the Eagles, trying to go coast to coast. Picks up her dribble for a three. That one off the front iron. No good. Rebound offensively, Allison McReynolds. McReynolds fighting for the basketball in the hands of Ell-Saline, being Kramer. Kramer now sends it over to Lang. Lang with it at the top of the key. He'll send it over to Kramer. Kramer now over to Backus. Backus inside the near side elbow. That one's stolen by Brittany Simpson of Ellenwood. Simpson guarded closely by Lang. She'll put it up with the right hand. She got fouled on her way. On the floor, it looks like. Simpson will head to the line. Lang with her third personal, 7th team foul against Ell-Saline. Gracie Schlesinger will check into the ball game and take the place of Allison McReynolds. Simpson on the night for Ellenwood still remaining scoreless. That free throw from her, no good. Rebound in the hands of Backus. Backus will give it to Raleigh. Raleigh will give it to Lang. And Lang will bring it past half court for the Lady Cardinals. Over to Raleigh on the far side. Raleigh now over to Lang. Lang will take a deep three of her own off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Ellenwood. Simpson pushing the fast break with 1:30 to go. She'll drive into the lane. That one off of her knee, as it will be a jump ball between Raleigh and Simpson. Two substitutions as Chloe Robbins and Lauren Knope will check into the ball game for Ellenwood, taking the place of Maya Maxwell and Ashen Klepper. This will be the first time we get to see Chloe Robbins in action for Ellenwood here for this season. Checking into the ballgame for Ell-Saline will be Ditto and Hardesty, taking the place of Bradley and Backus. Ditto now over to Hardesty on the near corner. Hardesty trying to dribble it back out to the top of the key, but she traveled with it, and it will be Ellenwood basketball. Baker will inbound into Simpson. Simpson will bring it past half court for Ellenwood. Simpson finds Baker. Baker with it now, sends it up top to Robbins. Robbins over to Knope. Knope now over to Simpson on the far side, guarded very closely by Ditto. Up to the top of the key to Baker. Robbins with it will send it into Baker on the near block. She tried to throw it over there to Simpson. Kind of sloppy play coming from the Eagles. And it will be Ell-Saline basketball. 55 seconds remain in this final quarter. Ellenwood leads 46-25. Ditto with it, sends it over to Kramer. Kramer finds Raleigh on the far side corner. Inside to Kramer on the far side block. She was obliterated there by Schlesinger, and she'll head to the line for two.
Foul number 14, Brittany Simpson.
Simpson with the foul, her second personal, 7th team foul against Ellenwood. Kramer on the night. She's been the Lady Cardinals' leading scorer with 8. First free throw from her is good. She has 9 on the night. Anna Ricker will check into the ball game and take the place of Bella Baker for the Lady Eagles. Second free throw from Kramer, rattles in and out, no good. Offensive rebound by Lang, barely rolls off the left side of the rim, no good. Rebound Kramer again. She'll put it up for 2. She got fouled once again, so she'll take back-to-back trips to the free throw line. That's Simpson's 3rd personal, 8th team foul against the Eagles. First free throw from Kramer is off the mark, no good. Took a couple bounces off the rim as she will get set for her second free throw attempt. That one from her off the left side of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Lang. Eagles can't seem to find a defensive rebound to save their life. Lang will take a 3 of her own. That one finally falls for her. Lang has a 9 on the night off of that 3. Ellenwood basketball. Simpson will bring it past half court for the Lady Eagles, guarded closely by Ditto. Knope with it now at the top of the key, finds Robbins. Robbins will send it over to Ricker. Ricker tries to throw it over there to Simpson, stolen by Ditto. Ditto on the far sideline. She'll take it into the far side block for 2. That one's good for Ditto. She has 4 on the night. Jaden Keith will substitute into the ball game with 8 seconds left. She will take the place of Brittany Simpson. 8 seconds remain. Ellenwood set to throw in. The Lady Eagles lead this one 48-31. Knope set to inbound. She will inbound into Robbins. Robbins lost it off her thigh. That one is a jump ball between Kramer and Robbins with 5 seconds to go. It will remain in possession of Ellenwood. Knope ready to inbound, guarded closely by Hardesty. The inbound in there stolen by Ditto. Ditto with the basketball. She'll send it up top to Lang at the buzzer. That 3 no good. And at the end of this one, your Lady Eagles come out victorious, 46-31. Scoring-wise, Ashen Klepper had 2. Maya Maxwell had 23. Bella Baker had 8. Mary Dimmitt had 7. Daphne Dole had 4. And Allison McReynolds had 1. On the Ell-Saline side of things, Lang had 9. Ditto had 4. Kramer had 9. And Raleigh had 7. Bradley had 2. That's going to do it here for the Lady Eagles in Ellenwood. Right after this, the men's game will take place. The men's also taking on Ell-Saline. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for listening to this broadcast of the Eagle Sports Network. I'm Caleb Bookout with you here. Join us for the men's game right after this.